I would like to welcome everyone to the first Gamership video production. Hopefully the next one will be better since this one is spur of the moment and recorded on an iPhone camera. Yeah, not best planning here. So, I'm sure almost everyone has heard of fried chicken, but instead of breading you use cornflakes. Yeah, sort of want to do that. I don't have cornflakes. I also don't have chicken. So, gonna try something else. Something probably way less healthy, but hopefully just as good. Okay, so right here we have croutons, which have been smashed to tiny little insignificant bits. Because again, I have no cornflakes. Seriously, if you make this, try it with cornflakes, it'll be much better, and ignore the finger in the shot. Very simple to smash up, just beat the snot out of them. In my case, I used a ladle, because I could. They're nice and salty. These are, I think, herb flavored. I wish I had more, but again, spur of the moment, I had about a third of a bag of croutons, so this is what I'm using. In terms of fish, we have 3 fillets of pre-frozen tilapia. Sorry, not tilapia. I wanted to use tilapia. Again, we don't have any freaking tilapia. Yeah. Instead, what we have here is mahi-mahi. I don't like mahi-mahi as much. It's a darker fish. I prefer the whiter fishes, but we will make do. My main problem with this one is just that it was actually pre-frozen, but it's all better now. I forgot one very, very important thing. To introduce you to my wonderful kitchen, which is now at least partially covered in fish goo, because that's what happens when you use frozen fish. Don't use frozen fish! Yep, it's not bad. I will severely miss it when I go to college, when I'm pretty sure my kitchen will either be shared with about 20 other people, at least, or it will be a very small stove that I managed to smuggle into my room. I won't even have a microwave. It will be depressing. Seriously, how do they expect college students to survive without a microwave to make your top ramen? It's going to be a hard year, or several. Okay, so right here we have 4 eggs, which will become the egg wash. Over there, we have the delicious, kind of destroyed croutons for the better. I wish I had something better for that. I'm looking around here trying to find anything that would work, but yeah, we don't have any buns or anything that is stale enough that I can toast and make into good enough crumbles, or we don't even have Paco, or we don't have cornflakes, so that won't work. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. So, eggs. These 4 eggs are going to become the egg wash, which is just scramble them all together, and then you dip the fish in it, and then you put it in there, and then you put it in the fryer, which will be right there. Or maybe it'll be over there. I don't know. By the way, this is entirely live, so I'm probably not going to be editing this very much. Yay! I'm probably like upside down and sideways. While we wait for actually pretty much nothing, this is just the next step. Excuse me, I'm being stupid. I'm going to show you what I personally am going to do to flavor the fish. I can't talk. This is by no means the only way to do it. I'm just trying to get it a sort of sour, acidic taste underneath the breading, because the breading has its own sort of herbish, salty flavor, and it'll have a bit of egg to keep it all together, but I want to get something a bit different. So, what I'm going to be going for is salt, lemon pepper, better than real pepper. Well, there's real pepper in there, but it's also nice and sour and salty. Lemon juice. It's imitation lemon juice. There is some real lemon in it somewhere, but those lemons you may have seen have another purpose, not today. Garlic salt, just because I freaking love it. Chopped onions. Not actually yet. They're going in a bit later. You'll see them. I will be using extra virgin olive oil to fry my delicious slabs of previously frozen fish. Keep wanting to say chicken. I really want some chicken. Oh well. Again, this is because I don't have my preferred method, in this case, bacon! Yes, because you can fry the bacon and then you have a whole ton of fat and you don't know what to do with it, but oh wait, I have fish I need to fry. I'll use the bacon grease. It'll taste like bacon. And then I can crumble bacon into the stuff, and it will be delicious. I may have a problem. I really like bacon. But who doesn't? Really, who doesn't like bacon? It's like chocolate, only out of meat. Hear that? That's the sound of oil being ready. You already missed the big explosion, which is quite frightening. Yeah, so I'm going to start putting going to egg wash and then batter the fish, which I will attempt to show you. Kids, don't do it like this at home. You should always use 2 hands for this, but I'm going to attempt it with 1, because I'm brave. Hopefully I won't drop the phone during this, because the oil is still popping violently. Okay, so what you want to do is completely cover it in egg. Completely. In a lot of cases you would actually use flour as the next ingredient, but since I have this, it's going straight in there. You want to get in both sides. Yes, there's a phone ringing. You also notice I added in the chopped onions. And into the fire. And it explodes! Yeah, I just burned myself. All 3 pieces of fish are now in there. They're cooking. I had to put the cover on because it kept exploding, and yes, after I put the first piece in, I did give myself a very small burn, because oil flew everywhere. Forgot to mention, that's what oil does. The first thing you put in, it almost always kind of explodes out. I just kind of forgot about that. Stupid me. Okay, secret best part of frying things. Super fast. These have not even been in here for like a minute, and they're basically ready to flip. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm not going to show that because I really need more than 1 hand for that. I also suggest either a spatula or using tongs. I would use salad tongs because the metal tongs I have are very small and just have like their gripping bit is like that, which is not helpful with fish because it will just fall apart. Okay, have to flip them now. Okay, before my taste testers arrive, I'd like to say that on a normally planned episode, I would be laying out a very specific way to serve this, or maybe not, but maybe. Showing off garnish, maybe some condiments to attach to it, but because this is, oh, I'm making dinner tonight, I think I'll record it, I don't have any of those. It's just, hey look, I have stuff, would you like to eat it? The one thing that I would like to say is that because this fish is fried, seriously, beware. You want to give it at least a good minute to cool down, probably more. And because it's fish, you don't have to worry about the main problem with most meats, which is if you cut them too early, the juices seep out. Not so much a problem with fish. In this case, just wait a little bit so you don't burn anyone, and then they'll be ready to eat. Thank you very much for watching the premiere episode of The Gamer Chef. Hopefully next time this will be a planned episode, in which case I will probably be wearing a very posh-looking official chef coat, and possibly hat if I'm really feeling that smug. Probably won't, though. Hope you liked it this time. Maybe next time there will actually be gaming content. If not, just check out the blog, because it's almost always there. And maybe some magic content, too, because the blog doesn't have enough of that already. Seriously, go read the Commander stuff, and hopefully by this point I will have out for sure, at least one of my little discussions on decks. You put the fish in the pan frying. It's so simple.